Hello, ladies, gents, and all the unseen entities that watch from beyond the veil. We continue our Cultist Simulator run. Born J. Peterson is slowly descending into madness, or absolute power, one or the other. It is a 50-50 circumstance right there. Our traditional recap starts by seeing that we have no fascination to speak of. We're struggling quite a lot with that in the previous episode, but thankfully that is now over. We are repairing this cracked wildering mirror that we encountered before. Hopefully our friend Laidlaw, our disciple, has learned to be clever enough to use fire and copper in productive ways. Hopefully we will be able to get a fully repaired artifact over there. We are exploring to see more places where we can go and ransack for profit. We are traveling... No, I thought that we were traveling to the White Door, but no, this particular time we are resting to give this affliction a rest. Disease has left me weak. I need rest and nourishment if I am to recover. That is what's happening right now. Back at the institute, just getting that paycheck. Nothing weird going on there. And we are still studying all the tomes of the occult so that we may encounter far better knowledge we can use. Let's put this going on really slowly. I would like to reorganize this stuff. This is getting out of control. There's a lot of room here. So let's get our money. You go back to work, you piece of garbage. And get that stuff too. There's quite a lot of room here. We can put our spin trees. Let's call them spin trees. We're going to commit to spin trees. Put them right there. Next to scholarship and all the other stuff. Oh, the study has been done. We have translated the Devoured Tantra. Now we know that the diplomat priest Stanislav John Scaler transcribed this from the Library of the Red Long, but his manuscript remains in somebody's butthole. Let's put this back down. The scholarship has been revealed. I feel like this could use some more room here. Let's put that there and put this a little bit easier to grab. We're going to study it right away. Hopefully we get some fascinating Grail lore. The Devoured Tantra warns of the uses of dangers of appetite, but devotes an entire passage to the star-limbed hungered bringers, who it describes with obvious affection. Looking forward to be taken by madness by reading this horrendous tome. Anyway, I was reorganizing my junk. We're going to put all the places that we can go right there. We're going to get that lore a little bit closer. It's a little too far, and it's inconvenient to me to be dragging everything all the time. Of course, we want to organize it from lowest to highest. We get another one of these. What happened? I couldn't provide the materials for the follower neither. The mirror is unredeemed because I'm a freaking idiot. I had a bronze sprint tree, but I didn't actually use it. Thankfully, nothing exploded. That's really what matters. We didn't actually lose it. There. I totally spaced that there was a timer asking for something. That was silly. Okay, continue the time slowly while I reorganize my table. This is just out of control. It's out of control. I think we can even... Nah, the bottom space. Very important. The Kegney Scratch. Here Red Romans dug for silver until they reached the unsanctioned space where the names hit things not fit for sunlight. Many others have come since then, even as the tunnels crumble. Some have never left. Looking forward to exploring such places. Let's go and get another tome from auction. I have recovered my health. I don't think there's anything else that I want from Dreams, so off we go back to the White Door to get more awesome things. Continue organizing my junk. Put that real close. Moreland's shop should be explored pretty soon. Our patrons right here. What you got? A crowd of pinched faces, glinting eyes. Who will bid? Do I have Latin? I do have Latin. I think I have every scholarship, so not interested. Unfortunately, nothing that I wanted. Isabel can go there. Clifton can go there. Notoriety can be started to... Apparently this is completely worthless in the sense that it cannot be upgraded in this current version. So let's put it somewhere we don't really... we hardly ever use that thing, so... Whenever we need a prisoner, we will use it. That is the only use of it as far as I know. So we have some more room to get some notoriety and mystique rose right here. This is a little bit more control. I think we can handle this much better. Whoa! Okay, our rival is once more tickling my gonads. Let's see if we can get a right going. I have lots of lore, more lore now available. Rite of the Mother's Mercy. Let's see what we can make happen here. We definitely want knock. Can we use vocation? That is lore. Assistant is the person. Offering. Oh, these are tools which will not be used. We can use spin tree, or we can use one of these, but it will get lost. So we can put some money in there, but that's completely worthless. This is forge. Okay, let's put in there some winter. If I use knock as well, knock summons things, but you need other things on top of that. I don't think I have the thing. I don't think I have a... If I grail, I might contact something shapeless. I don't have a grail offering. Yeah, I don't think I have the good stuff. What does this do? That's 6 grail. Summon one of the more bewildering creatures of the Red Grail. Grail for the raw profit source, and a little moth for his chaos addiction. So we can totally summon something here, but a silver spin tree is kind of valuable. It's my only one. I don't know if I want to use that. 2 edge, 4 forge. Forge is total garbage apparently, so that's not going to do anything. I don't think I want to summon anything just yet. I just need more of this winter lore. I think that will be the way to get a good summoning. Also a different rite that does not require those things. Also more materials, that will be good. Let's just have these known. Well, listen, may have to teach my hands. Okay, I thought maybe you could repair them just like the mirror, but I guess not. Okay, no work to be done. Is there any commission? We do have the Waking Chant. Now we can do that commission. Totally forgot about that. So let's do that with the Waking Chant. Wait, what's this heart? Yeah, it is heart. And some reason. Hopefully we can get some more spin tree. What you got? Oh yeah, waiting for that garbage. My almost depleted notoriety for 4 seconds left. He's using it. What a scumbag. Oh, we have studied something. 1,000,000 blazing fires in the belly of engulf what has been swallowed by the multiform mouths. Man, that's a pretty high grail lore. So pleasant upon the ear. One can listen over and over. These are the words that make sacrifice sweet. Very happy to get a high level lore. Fantastic stuff. Continue studying my junk, or I could upgrade the Mansus glimpse into something even better. Let's do it. Even though it's very unlikely because we don't have any glimmering of erudition. The auction was completely worthless. Fills me with sadness. But we can go to Moreland Shop for an easy thing. There you are. Speed this up. Nah. Bronze sprint tree or better to complete the task. Here you go. Now I've actually done it. But fully at work on the mirror. Considering the evidence, this guy hopefully will now find that he's been extremely incompetent so far. So really I'm countering him being totally worthless. We don't need dread right now, so the rest of this is not something that I want. Let's go down here. We get some contentment. That's okay. Some contentment is always welcome. As opposed to all the other trash. I don't think there's anything I want to dream about. So back we go. Now we have quite a lot of lore. And maybe I should should try to use see if we can solve the riddle. Okay, we have done the commission. It's very quick and easy. Heart, a substantial investigation. Back to work with you. I found something noteworthy. The Burning of the Unburned God, compiled by J. Wigglesworth Jensen from Oral Traditions in rural Persia. This will probably give me a low-level forge, which is okay because I barely have any forge. Might as well continue getting books out of Moorlands until it's all depleted. Muffle has gathered some evidence. Hopefully we can get rid of it. The mirror is repaired. It shines against it as it did once before. That is fantastic stuff. The Wildering Mirror. It's a neat image. A multiplicity of vistas, a bewildering of views. Gaze upon me and rejoice in the dissolution of your senses. That's a level 8 tool that is awesome. Aspect the mirror. Cracked light skin and light will bleed. That is a super high level tool. Super high level. I want to talk to these fools. I think that was the Count's commission. There you go. I hope you choke on that garbage. And then we are going to try and get rid of this tentative evidence. Hopefully we'll be able to get it done. Continue them timers. I mean to move it around like that. I received the currency of the secret world. Well, we get back the bronze pin tree that we used. Hey, we get a glimmering. Maybe that is what this studying thing just now required. Poppy, tell me more about what you need. Some mystique right there. Nah, it needs erudition. Of course it does. The one thing I don't have is bullshit. Here's what she needs. A substantial commission of winter. We can get this done in no time. This pleases me. And we get another tome, the Orchid Transfigurations Volume 1. Something I believe that we have seen before. I think we're getting tomes. Why not? Too bad. Need erudition. I ain't got no erudition no more. So, that's all I can tell you about that. But we can see if we can get rid of this tentative evidence with Disciple of the Moth. Sylvia. I have some evidence you need to get rid of. My scheme will most likely succeed. There's always a chance that something will go awry. Alright. Off you go, Sylvia. Take this. Go to the dumpster. Shred it in multiple pieces. It's very easy. If you fail me, I will be extremely disappointed. Let's go. We get a glimmering. Not something that I wanted. I recall my dream. This was the lodge of the blue silk, fapping in the winds of the bounce of the Mansus edge. At the Mansus edge. And here was its mistress, who welcomed me as she welcomes all travelers. Company is nice, she confided, but I still miss my Christopher. 10 years! You already told me this, lady. Shut your mouth. The dream ended. She was not pleased. Let's put that there. More stuff. I don't think there's anything I want to dream about, so back to the... God damn it, I forget again that I could maybe solve the riddle now. Got lucky? 0 insight? A merciful mantra unlocked. I've increased my mastery of the glorious lore, which we call by its aspect, the lantern. Mercy, saith the watchman, is found only in shadow. But I see only light. Therefore, no mercy here. Well, back to the door with me. I have been very stupid. Forgot that I could maybe solve the riddle now. We got some more. No. I want to do the commission. We got the lore. We got the reason. We got the power. Another tome, a collection of essays, which will give me more passion. And in fact, I can do that right now. Might as well. We have 2 glimmerings. Might as well use this opportunity. Oh. Erudition. Oh, I totally... That's right. Essays is a reason. Poetry is for glimmering. My bad. All right, well, that's good. We have a lot of tomes here, so might as well get rid of some. There you are. Continue studying that garbage. And you know what? I'm an adventurous fool. I have 0 fear. So, you know what? I would also like to know whether there's something good coming out of the Ecdysis Club or it's always complete trash. I'm pretty sure that you can get patrons that way. It's completely by random, though. You can also get freaking fascination or dread. So let's do it. Yeah, why not? I have the money. Let's do it. The entrance slots beneath the blah blah. This just gives me some erudition in 15 seconds. Okay. I could have used that 15 seconds ago. Even though I did get the thing, so it's a good thing that I didn't. Okay, the Ecdysis, it just gives you random stuff. Sometimes it will be great, sometimes it will be completely worthless. Alright, let's do expedition into the Crowkiss Hill. Send an expedition where to find books, treasures, tools of power, but I'll need followers to send, fun to supply them. In tribes, this is the one, the seal the interest. This is probably something deadly in there. See if we can. We're going to send some muff, and hopefully we can fool them. And lantern. These are my go-to dudes, and I will change depending on what else there comes. There we are. Off you go into an expedition. Oh, that's one of the more fun things you can do. Having awesome expeditions. I await word of my tentative evidence. You come with two things. You are scum. You are now dead. In fact, my minion has not returned. Somehow, I guess, you know, it's just too damn complicated to take a paper, put it through a shredder. No, you just gotta get murdered in the pursuit of exonerating me from all fault. You're an incompetent scum, and I am glad that you're dead. Poppy. Oh, I am working on your commission. My bad. Might as well induct this hanger-on. He's garbage. But why the hell not? Ceremony of knock. He will be a fine sacrifice to all the terrible things that probably will befall them. Furtive truth. What happens if I auto-collect? It goes in random places. Furtive truth. Over here. Okay, let's go to the stag door. Victim memory. Let's go to the stag door. I might have the knowledge now. I have one of these. I have one of these and one of these. One of those might be it. And also the lantern as well. I am using winter right now, but I think I tried that already. So, shouldn't be too much trouble. Let's go talk to Gerby. This is not the answer. But does the grail open the door? This is not the answer. But does the heart open the door? This is not the answer. But does the lantern open the door? This is not the answer. It is some other thing. Maybe Muff. It can only be now Muff, Knife, and Forge. Neither of those I have much of. We get a little bit of erudition. I think it will be good now. Now is a good chance to improve the Barber's Warning. Ilopoli describes how he came to make repeated visits to a dream wood via what he calls silver dreams. Trying to drink your way to the wood, he explains, is like thinking your way to being in love. But I did not find a secret that helped. A Barber's Warning. We're going to study two of these to create a better bit of moth lore. I have finished a manuscript. I am quite the writer. Commission Winter. We're going to talk to, I believe it was Poppy. Am I having the count? No, it has to be Poppy. Back to work with you. Very disappointed right now. Okay, what do you got? A warded door. An engineer or an adept has ensured this door will not open easily. Forge or knock will defeat it. I don't have much of either. I do have Neville. He has 5 knock, so hopefully he'll be able to open it. It is warded though, so if he fails, he will probably explode. Alright, well. Off you go. I really should respect this tentative evidence, by the way. I should not have gone into the expedition. I should have focused immediately on getting something out of that. So maybe I should have been a little more diligent than that. Only a little wound, just enough to give homage to the powers that are open. There you go. A pawn. Just one edge. Kind of garbage. So we can send somebody to murder this guy. I think what I'm going to try, we're going to try and parlay with this dude. See if we can use the unmerciful mantra to blind him. And if he does not get fascinated, we'll be in a little bit of trouble with this tentative evidence. There are funny things that we can see, that we see. You must have felt it. Consider the possibilities of eternity. I'm just grabbing his forearm. Just telling him, there is power behind the door. Only you need to open it and be blinded by it. And then leave me alone, you scumbag. We're skilled in uncovering warded ways. We'll probably penetrate this warded door. But it's not a guarantee, though. Fortunately, I cannot leave, and I cannot send anything but people or funds. And I do have a dude with 5 forge. He will try. No. I've not inducted this person into the forge. Oh, I could have done it with 2 forge dudes. I did not realize we had 2. But in the next phase, if I fail, I will send these 2 idiots. I'll be very disappointed. Here is riddle. Yeah, I don't have the riddle, fella. Unfortunately, I'm too freaking stupid to solve your riddle. Let's continue time and go. Doors have 2 purposes: to open and to remain closed. Today, this door remains true to its second purpose. That is bad, but it is possible nothing bad would happen. Hopefully, nothing bad will happen to me. I feel we need to bring out the big guns. We're going to do a summoning. We're going to do the rite of Mother's Mercy. We're going to have another. We definitely need some knock. But one of the knock dudes is in the place, so we're just going to use this. My assistant shall be. I can't really spare these forge dudes. Winter. And then provide the forge with this thing. Summon a creature of the Forge of Days. I found a useful conjunction of aspects, but I need more power. To call forth the smoky, tricksy entity, I'll need a significant power of Forge, so a little Winter and Knock. A little Winter, lots of Forge. Is 5 enough? Let's see. Late Law, you have 5. Do I have a Winter offering? I don't think I do. I do have 4 Forge here. Nah. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. What was the thing that I had earlier? I forget the combination of things. That's 4. I think put that there and then put, what was it? Moth? No, it was Grail, was it not? Hints. I'm a mighty creature of the red Grail. Oh, that's not good enough. Great power of Grail. I do have a great power of Grail, but I don't really have Disciple with Knock because I sent them away. I don't think I can do this right now because I just don't have the lore. Yeah, I don't have the necessary lore. Let's just leave it for later. Back to the Institute with you. Once this expedition is done, maybe we can summon something big. Forge's Roar. We get some restlessness out of it. I'm okay with that. Yeah, more restlessness. Please, no dread. I mean, there's going to be dread out of that, but hopefully nothing bad will happen to me. Alright, well, back to the woods we go. Back to the white door, I mean. And we have made this guy now into Grim. God damn it. Has become Grim and Tenacious. Yes, I could be something finer, but what we are is less important than what we do. The world is where we live, and I will defend it till I die. You can keep your visions. We have been completely unsuccessful so far in talking to this asshole. Also get some fascination out of that, because our life is not hard enough. And now we have the most awful enemy we could possibly hope for. Grim Hunters cannot be swayed by the allure of glory, but their own despair may destroy them. But they're also freaking idealists. They're grim and idealist. They're also tenacious. This hunter will survive perhaps 1 physical assault in 3, even when the assault would be otherwise unstoppable. I think a creature of the Mansus must be summoned for this to come to pass. We're going to talk. We wanted this lady to be a better forge, but I think we want them to be... We're just going to do this. Use Fascination right there. Actually, Fascination can be useful, so we're going to throw away one of these Restlessness and use the Menace Gate right there. Get a little bit of a better pawn. What do we have? Expedition's plans for the next challenge will consume funds. Okay, nobody died. That is what matters. We're just going to leave it as is. It just some time passed. We're going to send a little bit more money so later on we can send 2 people if we need to. We're just going to let that chance just happen all the time. Let that timer go on. So we got the Dark Thoughts one. So this Restlessness is going to be bad. I don't think I can let go of it at any point. Give me my money. Yeah, I think I'm okay with using the Forge dude. See what we can do. I'm determined. I'm determined to get this done. Laidlaw, you're going to assist me. The invocation is going to be Super High Grail. Forge's Redemption. The Forge Days destroys and renews. So you'll invoke it with the Grail to renew my failing flesh with forbidden magics. Oh, if I had Decrepitude, I can use that. Oh, but then the offering, I don't have any offering of Knock. Right? That is Edge. 2 Edge. And Forge. Yeah, I need the dude that has knock with him, so cannot do it right now. Cannot do it right now. It's going to be over. What do you need? Glimmering. I don't have no glimmering. You pull. Furtive truth or something else. Let's go there. Aha! Risking pace. Oh, I think this is new. Last night I visited the lodge of the Sage Knight. My hostess manifested as an elegant one with fashionably short hair and dark glasses. No, she admits, I don't need them anymore, any more than I need eyes. Allow me my sentimentalities. But you've come here for knowledge, I expect. Here's a story I've heard in my Kerisham days. You're welcome to it. Only remember me if you come to make the pilgrimage. Another one of those. Another way of the door. I respect Dread. I respect it very dearly. We'll dream of that so that we can get some contentment. Hopefully Spencer Hobson will not be a pain in my asshole. Okay, we have promoted a believer by invoking knock, as we are wanted to do. He's a practical disciple with 2 forged. I am happy to get that. You can pile them on expeditions. That's really their only use. And of course to be sacrificial lambs. Sacrificial lambs. We're still incoming the Warrior Ways. Doors have 2 purposes. Okay, we're going to just have to waste some more money. Unfortunate. Get a little bit of erudition, but our research failed. I want this done. You scum. So do it. Maybe we get rid of this fascination with another disciple, a believer. Yeah, we can make this ultra scumbag. Oh, we need the super high level knock. There you go. Another fool into my troop of idiots. Feels good. Get that contentment to counteract that. Back to the way of the white door it is with you. And what do we have? Send more money into this dumbass expedition. Nothing happens. Restlessness. Please, I am trying so hard. I'm trying so hard to get rid of this dread. I'm so glad that I respected it. I put a little bit more of contentment there. We're still in the uncovered waterways. This is a 50-50 chance. Every time that all that stuff happens, we got a 50-50 chance of succeeding. So it's just a matter of throwing our heads at it long enough. Alrighty. We do have a disciple of Grail, do we not? No, we need a disciple of Heart to get rid of notoriety. We're going to use Dorothy next time this is available right now. So talk to her. Do some cult business. Not everyone's sympathetic to our aims, but if we have problems with our reputation, a disciple can probably smooth them over. Most of the time, she's going to grab some notoriety and get rid of it. This scumbag is here to make my life more difficult. A subtle fracture. I really wanted that contentment. Last night in the great pavilion above the great sprawl of the Bounds, a woman who once called herself Teresa Galmier sat on a gilt-fringed cushions. That's right, we read that. I remember that typo. The one and only typo that I have seen in this game so far. Alright, so we're going to have a little bit more dread. No, actually, no. This is going to abate. And no more problems will come out of that. We have increased our lore. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. So it's all good. Any more studies? We can just go to the burning. Study the burning of the unburned god. Jensen hypothesizes a pre-Zoroastrian fire deity whose rites were the rites of smiths. Fantastic stuff. Dread cometh, but I am okay with that. Give me some more money. I am ready to summon. I'm ready to summon somebody. I just need this to be successful. For the time being, we're just going to let that our fool go into the institute. Continue going to the dreams. Maybe we get a favor for from authority at the best time. Our expedition plans for the next challenge. It'll consume funds. I can add funds now, or I could send another follower. I think, yeah, we're going to keep sending money there. Because I want the possibility of sending 2 dudes at the same time. In fact, I might just do that now. No, I just send money. Oops. Something just happened. Oh yeah, you pulled that notoriety. That pleases me. Damn it, evidence. This is serious stuff. We need right now. Oh man, another right. Jensen ultimately concludes with apparent reluctance that the deity was a goddess. He suggests that its gender may have been the cause of its suppression. The rites described are often eerie, sometimes grisly. Right, the crucible soul and an ardent orison. When we watch a fire, what are we watching for? When we find it, these are the words they will speak. A word that sanctifies the change that comes when the seer skin peels. Alrighty. We have a rite. Another rite. This rite uses an instrument of power to set the blood afire. Fire is the lesion in the skin of the world. The assistant rarely survives unharmed. So this one sacrificed the assistant, which is not something you really want. A position at the institute. Some more money. See if you put that there. This one sacrifices a victim. We could get the practical disciple. A little bit of forge right there. He will go away. But no, that's not something that we want right now. I do get to use an instrument in this one. And this one is a very high lantern. Maybe with a little bit of forge and lantern. And the knock. Some mighty creature of the Forge of Days. Only a great power of forge, a significant power of knock. Significant power of knock. And some lantern. Oh, it's backwards. It's backwards, so I don't think lantern will help me out here. They have this noonstone. We can have a lot of lantern, but not much else. Some knock there, and then maybe with the invocation we can summon some winter creature of the Forge of Days. Nah. This rite is not very good because it requires you to sacrifice a person, and most of the time they're either going to be somebody that you want to keep around, or somebody that's not going to be all that powerful, so not terribly useful. 1 erudition, not 2 erudition. Okay, well, go back to reading. We'll go back to studying. The parallels and mystic dreams experienced by carpenters, masons, and other artisans, and what they purport to reveal about the architecture of the world. Sometimes mordant, sometimes funny, no one has ever explained why Galmier devoted herself to this quixotic exploration of artisan dreams. Galmier, this is the lady that we meet in our dreams all the time in the tent. So she was a locksmith. She was an erudite person. She has transcended to better things, though. Get some contentment out of that. Anyway, we have some damning evidence. I'm ready for this to be over, please. So I can get my knock dude back and I can summon one of the weird creatures of the Mansus so that we can use them to eliminate our enemy. Optimism is the spice which saves. My notoriety has been eliminated. Unfortunately, the moment that this is done, we're going to get more notoriety, which is bad. But hopefully it will not come to that. Hopefully it will not come to this person ruining my life. For now, we're just going to talk to Poppy. Get that commission reward. Nicey atmosphere. Fascination, yeah. Last night in the billowing blue of the lodge of the Sage Knight, I sat on velvet cushions and watched 2 dead contend with shining swords. They came with the place, said the woman who rules here now, the one who once called herself Galmier. I was not the Sage Knight, if that's what you're wondering. He went higher in the Mansus long before I came here. My attention has drifted. The swords sparkle like falling water. The dead move like dancers. Some fascination. We do have dread and fascination. We can dream that away, no problem. And in fact, we're going to do it right now. Dream fascination away with dread. They do not cancel each other, but we do get rid of the fascination that way. Continue on with the times. We get another bronze spin tree. Some erudition. Some mystique. And Poppy goes back. Count. Give me another commission, fella. Then later you can, or any time, you can auction these and you'll get actual money. What you need? A substantial commission of edge is one of the things that I don't yet have. So not going to be working on that anytime soon, unfortunately. Something else to be done. Hey, this door has found its end here today. So what we're going to do, I'm going to get notoriety out of that. 100% guaranteed. So So we're going to talk to Dorothy immediately. Talk about cold business. She's going to charm some notoriety away in theory. This is all good. Fantastic. Another freaking sickness. What a load of garbage. We get to study. Read this volume of the Locksmith's Dream. Time and again we hear the wood. We hear of the wood, which rises from the world's foundation. All trees reach for light. What does the wood reach for? Is there a difference between light and light? Is there the key to dreams of the wood might be one of these? I think the key of the dreams of the wood might be one of these. The one that isn't exactly real. Another point of erudition. A Watchman's Secret is like the lowest level piece of garbage, but we did get another level erudition which we can totally get some more reason for. We'll get some money out of this. Okay, the expedition is done. We're going to try our bestest to get that summoning done. Dread was used to get rid of fascination. We're going to see if we can get a favor from a higher place. A favor from authority. So that way we can counteract that scumbag that is trying to besmirch my name and send me to prison. What a scumbag he is. What a piece of garbage. Oh man, we pulled in Mystique in there. I really don't care about Mystique. Now we got notoriety out of this expedition. A nice atmosphere. Some notoriety. Not happy to see that. Neville comes back. At last. Pope and Isabet. And here are the actual rewards of our expedition. A bone flute. A level 4 winter tool. Its sounds will cease. Its sound will cease. Wonderful. Another fantastic tool. A tome in E, an Aramaic. The diagrams and illustrations, or even across the centuries, are elegant, hypnotic, occasionally erotic. In Aramaic. Oh yeah, some sweet, sweet hentai. And also a consecrated lintel. This is the skull of a door through which power has passed. Level 8 knock tool. Really good. Really awesome expedition right there. Anyway, we got our guy back. We're going to try this again. We need our friend Neville. Our invocation shall be the highest grail we can possibly have. And as an offering, we shall give a bronze pin tree. A useful conjunction of blood and change. You'll need great power. The grail is significant power of knock and some forge. What was the combination I had earlier? I forget. Was it heart? Might have been heart. Nope. Oh, wasn't it for with the silver one? Because it has 6 grail. And then you use winter. And then you use forge. What was it? I was able to do it earlier. Come on. I was able. Giant lantern. Something unusual. Useful congestion of power. Enough lantern. Significant degree of knock. And a teasing taste of secrets. Secrets. I'm going to figure this out, damn it. I had it earlier. All I need to do is review my own video. But that will require me to interrupt the recording and actually go there. And holy crap, it's been 38 minutes already. I'm going to figure this out. Invocation of winter. This is not enough winter. It's just not going to happen. Forge, I might contact seductive savage power. Moth, I might contact something shapeless. Oh, but the offering must be from Forge. A creature of the red grail. I need more Forge for this, I believe. The offering is just not good enough in any of these items. 2 edge, 6 grail, 4 Forge. Desire, there's nothing I can put in there. What might become this? Only say the final stage of ascension. Okay. This is the guy that I needed. Because I needed knock. How about this? I can use an instrument. We can sacrifice one of my fantastic people just to get a summon. I'm willing. I'm willing to do such thing. I do want the winter disciple though. I think I'm willing to give this lady. The grail is not something I care too much about. Invocation. So we lantern. Nothing happens here. This is a lot of lantern. We can use the knock here. But the grail is kind of garbage, right? Nothing's happening. Nope, this is like grail and this is just trash. Winter? No. Moth? No. Looks like grail is just totally trash. Nope. Edge. Forge? Forge's Redemption. This 5 Forge and 1 Grail. I could use the Forbidden for Procedure. No, Forge's Redemption. To return decrepitude to health. Not a thing that I want. Ah! There's some knock. Right there. Moth. Someone needs something. If I add Grail, I might contest something shapeless. I have a very long... Ooh, one of the more bewildering creatures of the Red Grail. I will be sacrificing a level 5 Moth Disciple. But I am willing to make sacrifices to make bad things happen. I mean, good things happen for me, and bad things for my enemies. So, let's just do it. I am ready. Begin. I'm pretty sure Isabet is not pleased. But that's just what you get when you join a cult. What the hell do you expect? Grail for the raw prophet's source. And a little moth for his chaos addiction. Okay, we can go somewhere. I don't want notoriety though. That's like the thing that I want to avoid. So let's just go easy. Get some more funds. Finally, we're performing alright. Perhaps not the greatest choice to throw one of my disciples into it. But desperate times with damning evidence and this piece of garbage call for desperate measures. We're going to do this again. Talk to Dorothy. And send her to see if she can get rid of my final bit of notoriety over there. We get a collection of essays, which is not something I wanted. Just keep getting books. We get some erudition. We get some reason. Not like I need a whole lot of that right now, but I'm happy to have it. I am not good at Aramaic, but I am good at all the other stuff. Gore does not mention the Mansus directly, but constant coy metaphorical references to ascending the staircase of years, to the doors of sleep, and to the blue light of dawn suggest he had commerce with the unseen world. Wonderful stuff. This rite shall be successful. It shall be successful. It will give me everything that I want. I don't want restlessness. I want a subtle fracture, I suppose. Not great to get this subtle fracture. Not really care about that. I really could use the rite that requires just trappings. This is the best one because you just throw stuff like this in there and it's super easy to summon good stuff. But we're going to continue going to these places. By the way, didn't I have a sickness? Yeah. Affliction, 127 seconds. Let's not overlook the bad things happening here. Let's see what happens. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. What just happened right now? Summon one of the more bewildering creatures of the Red Grail. It enters the world one limb at a time, questing like a serpent, cawing like a crow, throbbing like a vein. It will cuddle close against my leg if I let it, and afterwards, I will have to dispose of my shoes. What the hell did I just summon? A raw prophet. Okay? It is a conglomerate of flesh and limbs. Sometimes it divides, sometimes it unites. Sometimes she speaks words of warning. Sometimes he advises an appetite. Its prophecies are confusion. Their whispers confound. A little too late for this scumbag. Anyway, I'm happy to have this raw prophet. It's good stuff. I'm happy to have it. Put that there. Right at the Crucible Soul has been used. But this scum is now locked in doing the thing. So hopefully we can... I can't even stop this from happening. This damning evidence might be my undoing. But something that I found out in the previous episode that I did not record, the previous run that I did not record, collection of poetry, is that sometimes they'll try to incarcerate somebody, and it's not just you, it's not you, it will be a follower. So maybe we can throw somebody to the wolves and not care too much about it. For the time being, we're going to try and survive. There's little else I can do, but throw more funds at the bookstore. Go back to this institute. They're missing me. I was performing some rites. The notoriety goes, so I can't even get rid of that. It is possible that he will not succeed in using damning evidence. This is very bad. This is very bad. We might be facing the end of this run. It was common at the time to speak of the divisions of the sun, by which contemporaries understood the eruption of barbarian forces of their uncouth gods. I can't even have a dream. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I can't even have a dream to maybe get some... I guess I should. Like, I need to do that. I'm going to have a dream. I'm having it right now. Oh man, we depleted Moreland's shop to get a favor from authority. I'm moving on, Miss Moreland informs you. My stock is largely exhausted, and the Suppression Bureau are taking an interest. So it's goodbye. The last book is nonsense, but I've tucked some interesting papers into the back as a thanks for your custom. Another orison, probably. Something, deep mystery something. A dreadful souffle of half-digested humor about the secret worlds and the irrelevance of contemporary morality, including a catalogue of unlikely and improbably invented debaucheries. It's trash. It just goes there, never to be seen again. Well, bad things will happen to me soon. If I don't. Let's auction out this iron spin tree. There you go. I kind of need money. Bloodshed. I don't know what's happened. Please, a favor from authority. I've received it 1,000 times by going to the Lodge of the Sage Knight. Fascination. Contentment. Hooray. Pause this garbage. Okay. We got some fascination. This is our last chance. Our last chance to get a favor from authority out of a dream. If I don't get it, I might just lose. And that will be absolutely atrocious. After it has convinced the Suppression Bureau to consider my case, the Bureau has charged with punishment the criminal whose crimes... for the less used type of criminal, the criminal whose crimes makes this only in dreams. This is dreadful stuff. Dreadful stuff. But you know what? I better translate this text from Latin. Because only that will give me solace. Optimism is the spice which saves. You were too late, Dorothy. Too late. The Suppression Bureau is seeking a follower of mine for questioning. If they can't find one, they'll come after me directly. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think they changed this. They changed it. This used to be like flat out death. I think they changed it so that if you have a follower, they get thrown into the wolves. So your run doesn't just end. I appreciate that. I like that a lot. A criticism that I have for this game, and it's more like a piece of feedback, something that they could possibly do, is put it in the options so that the failure states become something that just sets you back. This takes away a follower. Like fascination, when you get 3, it could reduce you to 1 reason instead of killing you. Dread, it could reduce you to having 1 passion instead of killing you. And that, I think, would be a far more interesting story than just dying. But of course, you know, the entire point of the legacy system in this game is that you die and then you carry on as another person that was somehow related to this person that is now dying. So I sacrificed a person to create this raw profit. Pretty much for naught, because this scumbag adversary is truly pissing me off. We can shorten the time. This guy is on a timer, so we don't want him to leave. So we're going to cheese the system a little bit, put him in the little thing over there. The Suppression Bureau is bringing a follower to trial. These are crimes that the state does not openly recognize. My follower has been implicated in one of these. The Suppression Bureau hosts its trial in closed court, and they are not merciful. Unless I can take advantage of a connection, I may lose the follower forever. Practical disciple, you were very practical. You were quite the companion to my efforts. I don't give a crap about you. How about you go to jail and I don't? So go F yourself. Nobody cares about you. Serves you right for joining a cult. You are a moron. Nice. That is a lot. That's a lot of money out of that. Put that there because I don't want my timer to expire. We're going to... Now that that happened, let's see if we can get all the auctions done. Don't expire my timer, fellow. Maybe we can save him if we go there and we get a favor from authority, but no, we got a glimmering. We have read that multiple times, so we don't really care. And 0.6 seconds on the affliction, right under the wire. There you go, down to the wire. On that, we get a De Bellis Murorum, in Latin, a 19th century epic poem by the pseudonymous Solipsistos. I am willing to pay for that. Seems like an interesting tome. This is also garbage now, so it just goes up there for never again to bother us. This fascination gets pulled into that thing. Unfortunate. We have prepared text for study. I knew that it was a good investment of my time. Let's read the irreproachable traditions of the Society of the Noble Endeavor. Their endeavor was no less noble, a furious arcane conflagration which would refine them into something more than human. But such transformations are rare, and they often ended less nobly in ashes or a giant dildo. Let's do that. A soggy-ass dildo that did not even get hard. Let's put that there to continue stretching. Give me some money. The disgusting writhing mass of limbs, that is the raw profit. We get our tome because nobody has bid against us, because they better not. And might as well go to the Dice's Club because why the hell not? Let's see what we can do in here. We get an awareness of appetite. A dancer enters from stage. Left, swathed in red bandages tight as tendons. She peels one away, another. It's extremely disturbing, but it makes me somewhat aroused. It is a fantastic experience. I am happy that I paid money to see it. See it. Alright, our follower has been murdered. Has been incarcerated. My follower has been locked away in a prison where there are no visiting rights, and even the date of release is obscure. The Bureau's appetite is satisfied for the moment, but what did my follower tell them? He left some tentative evidence behind. We still have some notoriety, and Spencer Hobson, it's still a problem. Raw profit. You are 8 Grail and 8 Moth. Raw profit. I speak to you. I kneel before this writhing mass of flesh. It's always in the corner. It has made a bit of a nest over there. Not everything from the masses can speak, but everything can understand mortal speech, if it has passed the what door. It has made this writhing nest at the bottom of my temporary headquarters. We call them temporary, but we all know that that's where we're staying for the time being. It's made a writhing nest pulsating with flesh and filth. And I speak into the orifice that it comes out of there. With every word, there's a growl of acknowledgement. It serves me, only for now. I tell it to someone unsuitable to murder. Okay, Moth and Grail not good for murder. Certainly good to get rid of evidence, though. Send a devious minion to destroy evidence. My scheme will most likely succeed. There's always a chance that something will go awry. I will send this hideous mass of tentacles and limbs and flesh and veins going to the police station through the air ducts, and will make its way in there, and it will dispatch the thing that I hate. Never again shall I be bothered by pesky evidence of my misdeeds. Alright, I think we need to leave it right here. It's been a long time. It's been 53 minutes. We got a little carried away. With our right and our drama of incarceration. It was a bad time. Really cannot forget that this is happening right now. We have both dread both despair and fascination going on against us right now, so let's not let that happen. For the time being, we have averted disaster. I'm very happy about that. And now we have a wonderful writhing servant in our employ. And I am looking forward to all the devious services that it will provide for us. Hopefully you are enjoying yourself with this fantastic story of misdeeds and expiring timers. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, don't let the Suppression Bureau stifle your goals.